Leaving him with the words in his mouth, you leave the locker room to wait on the street. The cold is again present in your bones. Your jacket hardly does its job. I should buy a new one tomorrow. Okay, so shopping list, buy pajamas and a jacket. I have money to spare, so I can afford it. Not to mention we have a backpack full with a buttload of cash, so yeah. While you think about what the perfect jacket for this winter would be like, a voice comes from your side, relieving you from your stupor. Come on. Now he wears some casual clothes, although he looks a bit thin. Isn't he cold wearing just that? No, wait. He has fur, something that humans don't have. Damn luck. Along the way, you can see the homeless again, who now focus on you as they warm up. The barrels release more flames than usual. Tiger doesn't seem to flinch. Is it because his profession as a boxer makes him less afraid? It has its advantages. You are strong and it will be easy to face a robber who threatens you with a razor. They don't tease you. You can kick butt without difficulty. Yeah, it has its advantages. The total silence between you and him becomes eternal, but you can't talk to him like that. He doesn't like it. I don't want to risk being left alone and attacked again. Not now that he's offered to take me out to dinner. And it's a surprise that he's taking me, as he wouldn't even want to see me even in the painting. Well, that's a labored metaphor. You turn a corner and the lights are oppressive. You arrive in a low-population residential area with picturesque houses that show cracks from long ago. It's scary to think that your home is about to collapse. Will they continue as if nothing's happening? There are beggars walking around asking for a paltry penny and wild animals sneaking through windows of abandoned homes. I would be afraid to live around here. The restaurant manifests itself before your eyes and looks like a neon sign in the city announcing a brothel with hot girls. But instead, it's a restaurant that's open for 24 hours. Those who work here must be fed up with getting paid shit for working in such a dangerous place. The tiger opens the doors and lets you pass. What a gentleman. Upon entering, you look around you. The place is set in one of the 80s, the good times, the great times. The stools are red leather and look fluffy. You leave the backpack in one. However, when you sit down... Ah! What the fuck has nailed me? They are uncomfortable. I would like them to change them, but I doubt they can. Wait a couple of minutes. Your companion's patience runs out, so he gets angry and hits the bar with enough force that even a crunch is heard, accompanied by a scream. Either you show up or I go somewhere else. Already threatening, he doesn't waste time. A door in the back opens and a figure steps out. A formal-looking tiger drawing your attention. Oh, is this Presodal? Yes. Nice. He looks too flashy to be a worker at a place like this. Although it has a good atmosphere, comfort is not a point in favor. His tail seems to wag happily when he has customers. He is quite handsome, and his hair looks good. It gives him a masculine touch. You're a little late, Tiger. I'm almost off to my other job. He notices your presence. Wow, this is a most interesting mishap. Welcome, my name is Presodal. His smile widens as he offers you his hand for a handshake. Thanks, my name is Lucas. A pleasure to meet you. You accept without hesitation. Cut the nonsense and pour something quick before you go. Can't you wait 5 minutes for my partner to get here? No. Respond sharply. He sighs and gives in to his stubbornness. Well, okay, I'll go put on my apron. He goes back into the kitchen and comes back with his apron on, taking out a small notepad and a pen. I know it will be the usual for you, Tiger, but tonight we have someone new and I have no idea of his tastes. Tell me, boy. Don't you have a menu or something? Sure, here, I have it. He takes out a menu and hands it to you already open. Choose the food you want cooked every time you eat dinner at his restaurant. This decision cannot be undone. Oh wow, there's a decision that is super final. Wow. I wonder why this decision cannot be undone. It's so weird to, go into a restaurant and like the server says you, oh, this food, whatever you choose, is what you will be eating for all eternity when you come into my restaurant. Okay, so the choices are hamburger, steak and fries, and chicken nuggets. Well, let me think about it. Well, out of the three, personally, what I eat most often out of these three is actually a hamburger, so let's go with hamburger. Marching out a complete burger. He disappears behind the door, and a couple of minutes later, you can hear him working on your meals. Okay, so, can I still go back? Actually, I can. But anyway. As he cooks, you look around again. You thought it was totally empty, but apparently there is a beggar sitting in the back with a glass of water next to him. I feel bad for him. You whisper, and your companion listens to you despite the noise of the kitchen. It is what you have if you don't even have money to eat. It is the only thing he says before looking back at his mobile. You pull yours out and try to find some distraction to kill time. You lose track of the time and don't know how much has passed until Presodal comes out of the kitchen with your dishes. I'll pay. As you like. The tiger begins to devour his dinner. Upon paying the bill, the tiger begins to speak to the waiter. It seems that today you have a new customer. Yes, a young boy accompanied by a boxer. He gives you a smile. No, I mean the man in the back. Ah, right. He just asked me for a glass of water. He seems to only drink on it. Although you have not seen him, he began to eat the snot. This place will end my good judgment. Is it for so much? You ask and you start to eat. You love the flavor so much that you don't want to waste time talking. It's so delicious! You don't know what it's like to work in a slum. The only ones that come in are the poor, to ask for food in the form of charity, thieves, murderers, and those who look for problems. Thousands of things can happen to you at some point, even as a waiter. My goodness, it is scary to walk these streets. It is what it is. Tiger, what is this about you bringing a person? Did you finally reconsider and bring a friend to make up for how rude you've been towards me? Fuck off. He set the fork aside. He has already eaten 3/4 of his food. Does he even taste it? I'm just taking him home so he doesn't come back to these neighborhoods anymore. I don't understand. Isn't he a friend? He won't be for me. I don't expect him to change his mind quickly. I expected something like that. Tiger actually saved me from a killer and I went to see him fight to give him the... You hear the growl again. Well, you know. Presodal laughs slightly. Oh, I understand. Not that he did it as a friend, but as a burden that he thinks cursed just because you screwed up the night. I don't want to brag, but he won a fight because he saw me. Really? His jaw drops. Don't tell lies. I'm not making it up. You face his anger. He just gets madder. I really want to lose sight of you. He decides to finish what little he has left on the plate. It won't be that easy for you, Tiger. One thing, isn't that your backpack, Tiger? He points to the backpack you left on the stool next to you. I have given it to him. I'll buy another one. With that, you are showing to me that you are not so bad. What's inside? He whispers to you, to which you reply in the same way. You open the backpack slowly and he is surprised by its content. Thousands of dollars earned from the bet I made for the tiger. What a smart boy! And I thought that young people your age were stupid. Thanks? You shrug your shoulders. You only finish half your meal when the tiger gets up from the stool and wants you to go from there. Come on. But I still have half a dinner left. I don't care. Come on. Wait, I'll go get something to take the leftovers with you. Presodal is very kind. Something I need by being next to Tiger. The waiter comes out of his hiding place to give you a small cardboard box with the rest of your dinner. His kindness is not bad, he is commendable and beautiful. When you have it already in hand and the backpack on your back, you leave the premises. Thanks for dinner, I will be back. No, you will not return. Presodal says goodbye to you with a smile. All that remains is to get home and rest from this exhausting day in which you have had to endure the incessant screams of the grumpy tiger. When you reach the safer streets, he stops and speaks to you, fixing your eyes on a chance encounter. I don't want you ever coming back here. No matter what happens, you will not walk through the slums anymore. I don't want to see you in the gym, or in the restaurant, or anywhere else. Do me a favor and listen to my words. I can't promise you anything. After all, I'm a teenager. You smile mockingly. My word doesn't seriously influence these things, so I will do what I want. You are not the king of the streets, are you? He gets angry at every absurd word you drop. But I will do one thing, as I told you before. I won't be around here all the time, but when you have a match, I want to continue betting on you. You wink at him. At least, don't let me see your face. Bye. He turns around and walks away from you. Well, he's the only character who's not like super flirty with you and, winking at you. So that's kind of a breath of fresh air. A little slice of actual reality. Doesn't he know that the streets, whatever they are dangerous right now? He said he doesn't want to see me close, but I'm a teenager. I ignore orders like that. Wow, way to be consistent with the stereotypes. Oh, Tiger, this teenager is not going to follow your rules. I may be playing with fire, but I'm not worried about that. If I die, it may be because of something I've decided. And you turn around to head home, where the night will embrace you to make a new day full of decisions. Okay, so that is a good stopping point. Let us save and go back to the main menu. Okay, so that was day 1 of Wild Lips. We had a simple, kind of lonely breakfast, walked through the park, met a kind red-scaled dragon, met Lucas's best friend, Marcus, and then went home shortly, then went back to the slums to go to the gym to see Tiger, who is a tiger named Tiger, to see us fight. And then we also met the husky, Clarence, the betting boy, and we bet an amazing $50 for a first bet on this tiger who's super grumpy, and shockingly he won because he was so annoyed to see you there, and we followed him to the locker room after, which is a very normal thing to do. Follow a boxer to his locker room to change, and then we also met his opponent, Bulldogator, and Tiger's trainer, Mantar, who was a rat. And then Mantar forced Tiger to take us out to dinner. We had a very angry dinner date proposition. And then the MC, Lucas, finally met Presodal in the restaurant. And then we had a nice dinner, which was apparently final and cannot be undone for future episodes maybe. And then there was some discussion between Tiger and Presodal and you and Lucas, and then we showed Presodal the backpack full of money that won from the bet. And then Tiger forced us to go even if we weren't finished with our dinner yet. And then he angrily said goodbye. Wow. Okay, so if you guys like that, I hope you can leave me a like on this video. And maybe subscribe if you haven't yet. But if you don't want to, that is fine. And I want you guys to take some time to appreciate something in your life today. And I will see you on the next Let's Read. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!